A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person could be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced and hurt somebody, so I have to be aware of that.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10, but I think being white, I can't say that.
Yeah.
I ain't going out tonight. I'm just gonna be in my room. I just wanna be in my room. I just wanna be in my room.
Anyway, I was scrolling down my recommended, okay? We just gonna hop straight into the video just like that. Y'all already seen the clip in the front. That shit was hilarious. I already know. I haven't even watched the video yet. You feel me? But I already know that shit was fucking hilarious. It was insane. But I was scrolling down my recommended and I seen Tony Stadavici. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. Shout out Tony, man. That man just don't miss. But he reacted to this video and I was like, whoa, what is this title? This is crazy. From 1 to 10, how racist are you? Keep it 100 by Cut. Man, these motherfuckers at Cut really, I don't know. They know how to get the controversial topics or questions or what have you for niggas to react to. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. I'm here to react. Thank you very much. Without further ado, let's get into the video, man. At issues.tm_. Wait. Yeah. Damn, how I just slide through that shit. I slid through that shit so quick. I didn't even process what I was saying. At issues.tm_ on Instagram, issuesreservoir.com. Go get y'all some fire pieces, you feel me? And let's get straight into the video because what the fuck is this title?
So are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say if you live in America and you were born here and you're grown up and you're 50 plus, good luck if you're below 5.
What? Oh yeah, he did say 50 plus.
How racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Racist? Oh.
Oh my God.
And be honest.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10, but I think being white, I can't say that.
Yeah.
Just straight off the... And then she gonna ask a proud on.
So, okay, no, 10 means like super racist.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Boy, that shit had me real quick because I thought, and then she gonna act fake surprised. I didn't know what was going on. That is crazy.
Everybody equally.
How racist are you?
0.
0. 0. The type of family I come from, the type of people I'm around a diverse, family, people and things like that, so no.
Not racist at all.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't.
A nigga like me gonna say, I ain't even gonna keep pausing like this throughout the video, but a nigga like me gonna say a strong 7 strictly towards black people. My people.
I'd say so.
How racist are you?
Between a 3 and 4 of
Okay.
racist?
I would say 4.
A 4 just because I think that there are things that I'm ignorant to, so it's not that I sit here to be racist, but I think that there's just things that I still need to learn.
Like, I definitely feel like I could have better thoughts, like the initial thoughts, and like try to unlearn a lot of things, so.
I'm a 1 due to accidental racism.
Now give me an example of accidental racism.
I'm Filipino, and sometimes I will mistake some people for like different Asian races.
For me, because I'm Asian, I
mean-
definitely will acknowledge, like, there are times where I'm like, damn, like, my people really
She got that shit on.
be doing this.
Growing up in like an Asian household, it's more like we discriminate against each other. It was always just like, oh yeah, if you're Chinese, then you're like cheap with like money, but you have money. Korean, then you're gonna be someone that's just kind of like put yourself above everyone else, super stuck up.
In my Vietnamese household, I feel like Vietnamese people, they're a little bit more judgy, and so everywhere you go, there'd be things like they would point out, and so that's why I started noticing that too.
Well, sometimes I'm making joke of myself as being an Asian. I can do this, right? Something there was some better driver I see. I'm just saying, I think she is a female Asian driver. I can say because myself is that.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
It's my own race, probably like a 5.
Who's your own race?
I'm Asian and white, so those are the 2 races I usually pick on.
I'm Latinx. I was born in Mexico. Like sometimes I meet other Latinx people and they tell me like some situation. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's such a Mexican thing.
Chad, when did the milkman in me, bro? When did Latinx become a thing? Like, I don't even want to be disrespectful to anybody's culture or what have you, but I'm just now like I understand the X is to differentiate between male and females to just give you a overall spectrum of the gender. But when did y'all really start using that?
How racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10? What's your number?
Consciously, I want to say 1.
I mean, I would say like a 1.
1.
Probably like 1.5.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
type,
how
bro.
racist are you?
1.
You're confident in that number?
Yes.
I feel like saying 1 is almost ignorant of all the unconscious biases that I probably carry.
Yeah,
So
but if you're a 1, you could say you're...
I try to actively work to be a 1.
1, ideally. 1.
Ideally.
Hopefully
but what
not
about
anything more.
Actually,
Probably around that too.
how racist are you?
Probably 2. My mom was pretty broad-minded and she made us broad-minded. We had plenty of contact with everybody. There was Hispanics and colored people and
the phrase colored people, bro, that took you from a 2 to a 4, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oriental people, and I know the words are all changed now, so everyone gets pissed about their little things.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I hope I'm not a 10. I feel like that's a question for other people, not for me.
Why this shit?
Said or done something racist?
I'm sure I have. Like, microaggressions are a part of life, and
Explain
I
that
have.
to me. What's a microaggression?
I mean, just saying things that you don't understand in the moment that can be harmful or hurtful or perpetuate stereotypes.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
Maybe just like move to the other side of the room when I see someone, or just like have like a racist thought in my head and I'm just like, oh, why did I think that,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
Factually, Black people do not have the structural power in the United States.
We're not
in a position to have authority against those that do not have that power and that authority.
Is to like be racist to races.
I actually don't believe that Black people can be racist.
People especially. I'm predicting how their behavior will be because of the color of their skin, which is like definitely racist, but it's like, it's a reaction rather than like, I hate those people. It's like, I hate that those people probably hate me. So, yeah.
I grew up around a lot of Latinos and Blacks, and they always told me, they were all like, yeah, white people.
Blacks too. It's something about that word that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I understand we're saying black people and you want to chop off the people, but like blacks is just not the term. At least in my opinion.
People's the enemy and we should avoid them, and I always just had that kind of mindset,
I realized that the anger was hurting me more than anyone else around me, so it just took a lot of self-reflecting, figuring out where that anger was coming from, and then just learning to control it better.
There are natural biases, especially when you like are a person of color, because you in essence want to protect yourself, and there's a lot of things that have happened to you and people you know.
But I would say that I feel like I am very biased sometimes, or that I group people and I like kind of go along with stereotypes.
A black person can be...
Listen, you know what? She gonna do it too. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna give them their time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let you spit, actually, because I would let anybody else cook. I'm gonna let you cook, bro, for real, for real. I'm gonna let you cook.
Truly, Black people do not have the structural power in the United States to be racist.
Racism comes from people in power in a position to have authority against those that do not have that power and that authority. Someone who identifies with the minority community, it is not possible for me to be racist. So I believe that to an extent.
I mean, is it racist to like...
My issue with that argument is because black people love to throw that argument out there, but black people are the same people, in my experience, as a black person who has grown up around black people almost exclusively. Like, I'm gonna say almost exclusively. Almost. I've had my fair share of black interaction. Niggas are racist, bro. Like, you just automatically assume that like a Caucasian person is racist, or like you just assume that certain stereotypes are true. You're almost as racist as you expect these people to be. When honestly, the modern like Caucasian person probably isn't really racist because they have a new ingrained fear of being perceived that way. Now, I'm not going to say that racism is not a thing because I'm not stupid. Obviously, it's out there. But I think that we express it a lot more than we think. And then we'd like to put that cloak over it and say like, oh, we're the minority. We don't have enough power to be racist. But what we are is extremely prejudiced. Like it's still negative at the end of the day. It is a negative interaction or a negative thought form, right? Or a negative expression based on the cultural background that someone else has. When at the end of the day, that is basically racism. You just can't oppress that person. I mean, I guess, bro. But yeah, you're really doing the same shit, bro.
Be racist to racist?
In my opinion. In my opinion, what y'all gonna do? That's just how I feel. Nigga. Fuck you.
I actually don't believe that black people can be racist.
I don't know, bro. Like, there's still a couple of hesitant moments with around like white people, especially. I'm predicting how their behavior will be because of the color of their skin.
Oh God, and that's like damn racism. Like if the coin was flipped, like Barbara don't have any power over you, but if she were to say some shit like, "Oh, I see a swole black nigga, I'm just gonna assume that he's violent and move accordingly," you would call them racist. She doesn't have any power over you. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe stereotypically, like because of the color of her skin, she might have some indoctrinated power over you. I feel like I'm using that word right.
Very biased.
But either way, you get what I'm saying.
Sometimes, or that I group people and I like kind of go along with stereotypes.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person could be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced and hurt somebody, so I have to be aware of that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
I'm gonna go with a 4, just because of ingrained shit. Lived in a small town, moved to the big city, and learned a lot. So.
How racist are you?
Maybe like a 5. I feel like 5 is a safe number for anyone to start at, and then you can work yourself.
I think that everyone's really, really biased. So I'd probably say 5 or 6.
I think we're all racist, given the society we live in and the way racism is ingrained in us.
There's a lot of shit that I learned consciously and subconsciously that takes a while to know that is happening, and then a while to really undo what's happening.
I was raised by like Catholic white parents. I can't help that, like as a child, I learned certain things that like now living in a very progressive city, I would like highly disagree with.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
I used to work retail, and my managers on the walkie would like tell me to customer service certain people like on the walkie. Like their descriptions were just cringe. Like,
and you like participated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yo, you could tell she felt so bad about that shit. Damn, bro, it's okay. It's okay.
How racist are you?
The furthest negative that you could possibly believe in.
I don't think I'm racist at all.
I'm gonna go for a 0, but I do think sometimes, like, if we're not aware, casual racism occurs.
So I don't really notice people's color or really hold any judgments.
Some people just like have like a culture and like a way of thinking where they don't realize they're playing into like stereotypes.
I think a lot of people have some type of like internalized racism, so I don't think anyone is really like a 0.
How racist are you?
Intentionally racist, I would say 0. There have been moments where I've said something ignorant and was corrected. One of my friends at the time was like Egyptian, and I like made an assumption that like one of her gods were a cat. She just didn't respond well to that.
I feel
it's like, yo, that's like, oh my God, bro. That's so like childish to get upset over. It's like if I misspoke and said something about Jesus that was incorrect, or I basically you took it as an insult on your religion, bro. And it's like, just correct me. It takes nothing to educate somebody on something. You understand this is coming from a place of ignorance, you know? Just have like some level of understanding.
I feel like you should reevaluate your number, maybe.
Oh no.
How racist are you?
I try my best to be close to the 1-2 range. Sometimes stereotypes will
Oh,
pop
that
up
shit
in my
hard.
head.
She got the
that
craze.
used to make me feel really guilty that I like would think these stereotypes. But then I learned that like being anti-racist isn't just like not having any prejudices. It's in fact recognizing when they pop up and dismissing them and knowing like that isn't true. That's just a stereotype. That's just a prejudice.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how racist are you?
But I think everyone has that internalized biases, so I'd say I'm maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2 or 3.
Hey, Johnny Sins.
3.
I will give myself a 3.
A 3 because I'm not active enough with it. Wherever you grew up, like you kind of, I'm not gonna say like you can't help it, but you're kind of fed things when you're little.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
And I recognize that I am a white person and I have a lot of white privilege and I've benefited a lot in my career and in the world from the color of my skin. And I can't say that I haven't like at some points enjoyed reaping the rewards of the colors of my skin.
Growing up in a small town that was predominantly white, I think there's a lot of unconscious bias to be mitigated, and caring more about seeming like you're a bad person rather than just like genuinely being a good person, whether you get credit for that or not.
What's the most racist thing you've done?
I don't know if it's like me being racist, but it's like me being in the face of racism and being racist back. So I was in Turkey in 2020 during like China virus, and people wouldn't let me on public transportation.
China virus is crazy, dog.
20 during like China virus, and people wouldn't let me on public transportation because they thought I was Chinese. So I would just tell them I'm Korean. I would just pick a different race whenever. Like I was like, "Konnichiwa, I'm Japanese," and they'd be like, "All right, come on in," you know. So
You were playing on their racism.
yeah.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you?
I've been called a wetback.
Holy.
Flat out, I've been called the N-word.
How'd that make you feel?
Hurts, you know? Just to be judged immediately off of the color of my skin.
When I was a kid, like the neighbors used to not play with me because I was black, and they would play with my brother because he was light skinned.
What can people do to dismantle their own racism?
That's a personal journey. As a black man, I'm not here to educate you, but there's plenty of resources out there. I would say look inward in moments where you feel uncomfortable, lean into that. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way?
Damn, bro. The video love playing another one. Me personally, just to wrap up the video, I have to give my thoughts, even though I've probably given enough thoughts throughout the video. I said a joke earlier and I said like, oh yeah, I'm a 7 towards black people. I don't really think I'm racist because I don't really, I look at people as people. I look at humans as human beings. I look more through the person to see who they are, how they think. Like I'm looking more at the brain of the individual, who somebody actually is, more than the color of their skin. But I mean, as a black person, I feel like, again, in America, it's a melting pot. So with so many different people, the best way, I guess the best and most accurate way to analyze somebody would be through their culture, right? Because their cultural background, their environment is going to dictate who they are as a person, right? So I find that in interactions, especially with older white people, as a friendly person, I'm going to give a friendly vibe every time. I'm probably going to crack a joke anywhere I can crack a joke just to lighten the mood, because I want people to feel comfortable around me. Why aren't we feeling comfortable? Why aren't we enjoying our lives and shit? But I've noticed that certain people just are not, they don't fuck with that. And I think that's because I'm black. They're not comfortable. So if I make a joke, that just isn't what they like. And I feel like it's usually the foreign people. So I don't know. And when I say foreign people, I mean like foreign white people. But I don't know, that's just me, bro. Other than that, I haven't had very many racist interactions with anybody. I don't really think like that or put myself in those environments or anything like that. But if I were to, like, it's just ignorance, bro. You gotta really look at that person and understand that they are not intelligent enough to like use their brain at a capacity like I just don't, there's no other way for me to say that. Like, you're just an idiot at that point. Like, if you're judging me based off the color of my skin and I've already given you enough, or maybe I haven't given you enough, either way it doesn't really make any sense. If I give you enough of myself for you to judge my character and realize who I am and then not judge me based off my race, or if I don't give you anything and you just straight up judge me off my race, you're an idiot. Like, there's no more to it, bro. You don't even want to get to know me as a person. You just want to straight up judge me. But that's how I feel, which is why I wouldn't look at anybody else like that. Because what am I judging you for? I want to get to know you as an individual. But that's all I got for the video, man. I feel like as people, if we're going to try to connect with each other, then we need to try to connect with each other and not judge each other based off of however we think or what have you. But a lot of people grow up in households where they are taught certain things that may or may not be true, or that's just how people feel. And at the end of the day, bro, adults are just human beings. So they're going to teach you, their kids, how they feel or how they think. And that isn't always correct, but that's just how life goes. They can't teach you something they don't know or understand. So it's up to you, the individual, the child, to learn better, think better for yourself. But that's where I'm going to end it, because I felt like that was pretty strong. If you like the video, man. If you like the vibe, subscribe. I hope I didn't offend anybody with my jokes, because everything I've said in this video is ultimately a joke. I don't really hold strongly, as you could probably tell if you got this far in the video. I don't really hold strongly to any of these beliefs, bro. At the end of the day, bro, one thing y'all must know about me is that I believe in the spirit, bro. I believe that I'm a spiritual being. So at the end of the day, my spirit and your spirit, my energy and your energy are the only two things that matter to me. That's it. So at issues.tm_ on Instagram, issuesversustheworld.com. Go get y'all some fire pieces, man. You feel me? And I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Hope you have a nice day, man. Almost exclusively, like, I'm gonna say almost exclusively, almost